Last time on Delightful Travelers, we said goodbye to the beautiful country of Vietnam. We know we'll be back again as it's one of our favorite countries. In this video, we're back in Thailand, except this time around we're going to focus on Bangkok and figure out if it's a place that we could live.
I'm Anna, and this is Trevor. In this series, we're back in the incredible country of Thailand. Make sure to hit subscribe and click the like button so you don't miss a single video. A huge thanks to our channel members and patrons for making these videos possible. Welcome back to Bangkok.
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Well, we clearly can't get enough of Thailand and Bangkok. Look at this, we are back once again.
So in today's video, we're going to be talking about why we came back. There are a lot of reasons. So for those of you who are tuning in for the very first time, just a little bit of history for you. We were here in Bangkok about 2 or 3 months ago. We only had a week and we ended up being super busy just with work and everything, so we didn't feel like we got to see nearly enough. Then we made our way to Phuket, where we spent a full month, went to Reclining, and then we just went to a little quickish trip over to Vietnam to, kind of break up our visa, and now we are back.
It's so cool to be back. We're once again kind of starting in a park. It's just back there. And look, you can see all these buildings surrounding us. So stoked to be back in this city.
So stoked. One thing we loved about the city the last time we were here is all the green spaces. And as you can imagine, Bangkok is a monstrous city. It's super loud, super busy. So it's really nice to escape to these quiet green spaces. And they've really planned that out nicely. That being said, last time we were here, we only got to see the Sukhumvit area. We were just so busy, we didn't have time to kind of get around the city. That was a big reason for coming back, as we felt like we barely got to see anything. So in today's video and in the next few videos, we will be getting around the city a little bit more. In a little while, we're gonna go take some public transit and go to a different area of the city.
This really doesn't feel like we are in the middle of Bangkok right now. Look at this, you guys. You could barely even hear the traffic. If you guys are excited that we are back, do us a favor and hit that like button. It just helps get the video out there because we got a lot of Bangkok to explore.
Check this out. There are actually turtles in here. There was one right there a second ago, a little camera shy, because the moment we walked over, it went under the water. They all seem to be under the water at the moment. I see some dark spots, which I'm assuming is more turtles.
So the name of this park is called Benchasiri Park. It's a little bit smaller than the other parks that we've been to in Bangkok, but it's really green, it's really quaint. There's lots of different monuments as well. Of course, you have that very large pond in the middle. It's a perfect way to kind of escape the chaos of Bangkok. All right, well, it's gotten a little louder now, hasn't it? We're just off one of the main streets in the city. So here's a fun little fact about us that you guys might not know. You probably think we're beach bums. We're often in very warm climates. You almost swept that on me, but we're often in very, very warm climates. And we're not in cities that much, but I bet you didn't know we love ourselves a big city.
We do, and we've been trying to do, this living thing, living in different parts of the world. So far, we've only done beachy destinations, but we are trying to scope out some cities as well. We do actually love staying a long time in cities. We just haven't done it yet.
I know, and this place, Bangkok, is easily one of our favorite cities we've ever been to. It's our favorite city so far in Southeast Asia as well, I think.
You think? I don't know.
Between, what's the other one?
Ho Chi Minh. I think we were just
cool
there.
Too.
I really loved it. So this week is also going to be, I'm going to be comparing those two a lot.
I know. All right, we have to find a subway or a metro. We're going to try some public transportation out. All right, we first have to get across this busy street, which is never easy.
Yeah, one side of it has lights, but this one,
no lights.
I don't think it does. There's lights up here, but I can't see them.
They don't work, so we're gonna have to just kind of nudge our way out and hope we can go. You ready? Let's go. All right, this isn't so bad at the moment.
Yeah, that was actually way easier than when we went over.
Well, the first thing I noticed down here is it's super, super clean.
Very clean. I'm impressed.
So we found a map. Where are we? That's the
right
question.
Here. You are here. They have one of those signs. We are at the Sukhumvit MRT stop, I guess. And we're going to Sanam Chai Station. So that's right there. And I do think you need to, when you buy your ticket, we'll see in a second because we've never done this before, you have to know which stop you're going to, and the price is based on how far you're going.
Before we go buy our tickets, we just wanted to say a huge thanks to this week's sponsor, Gentlebands. Now, some of you noticed that I don't wear a wedding ring. Yes, we are married. We've been married married for a long time, but my wedding ring never really fit correctly, and then when we started to travel, I started to wear it a lot less. Now, enter Gentlebands. They sent me this ring and it honestly changed the way I think about rings in general. Gentlebands are definitely the most interesting and well-designed rings we've ever come across. They are made from the most unique and unconventional materials. They use everything from ancient meteorites to titanium from retired spacecraft, from dinosaur fossils to Hawaiian code wood. They have so many rings to choose from. Check out the one I got. It's called the Shooting Guard. It's made from tungsten and whiskey barrel. What a combo that is. To go along with the rings, they also have really great packaging, and at the moment they are offering engraving as well. These rings are super fun and playful, but also really well crafted. If you're like me and like unique and well crafted things, I'd highly recommend Gentlebands, especially if you have a birthday, a wedding, or some kind of special occasion coming up, or if you just want a really cool ring. Now, here's the best part. Gentlebands is offering you guys 25% off if you use the code and link in our description. If you use code DELIGHTFUL25. A huge thanks to Gentlebands for sponsoring this video and supporting creators like us. Now, let's go figure out the MRT. All right, here we go. We're picking English.
Please select your destination. What did I just say? Sanam Chai, is that what I said?
Yes, Sanam Chai. There you go, 36 baht.
Okay.
That's not too bad. I think that's about, what, $1-ish? I think it's around $1.
Yeah, I think it is.
So far, so good here. All right. Please wait. I hear change coming out. That's a good sign.
So you don't get a ticket, which is what I thought. You get like a black token. So this will be interesting to see how this works.
Should tap. There you go. Well, that was pretty cool. We're in.
That's super cool. I've never seen that where you get a token that you tap. I thought we'd have to put it in somewhere and you don't have it, but I had read something about needing it to get out. So we'll see on the other side. Definitely, I'm going to say for now, don't lose these.
Well, that was easy, and the train goes very, very fast. Now, masks we think are optional, but most people do have them on. There is so much signage. There's tons of announcements. They even tell you what door to get off when you're coming off the train. Here we are. I can't get over it. Now we're gonna go above ground and figure out exactly where we're at. We're taking you guys to another cool spot. All right, we still have our trusty tokens.
Have them. Okay, so this is insert token here.
Ah, she's allowed out. Now let's see if I can go.
So let's talk a little bit more about why we came back to Bangkok. One is what we just talked about, like getting around this massive city is somewhat easy based on public transportation. You can also grab a grab, or you can walk if you're up for walking in this heat and if you're not going too far. That being said, we also need to once in a while come back to a big city because we are traveling full time. Sometimes things break on us. A few videos ago, it's probably quite a few videos now, our GoPro actually completely died, so at some point we need to replace that. This is a good place to do it, but also as we do travel full time, our clothes really get worn down, so a big city is a great place to, replace some stuff that we might need.
Yeah, and I think people might be wondering, like in a city like this, every single brand is here, right?
Everything.
Everything you can
Literally
imagine.
everything.
So one of the reasons we wanted to come over to this part of Bangkok today is to come to this beautiful place. We're standing in a temple called Wat Pho. That is the short name anyway. And this place is absolutely beautiful. It is so colorful in here. It's like a series of beautiful buildings and kind of pillars or mini temples. There's flowers around, there's beautiful statues, and it's way bigger than I expected. This place is enormous.
So a couple of logistical things if you are coming here. It costs 200 baht per person. That's about 6 USD to get in here. It's actually free for locals, I believe. And you do have to cover up because we are in a religious area. Shoulders need to be covered and your legs need, or I guess your knees need to be covered.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like that for men too, but they didn't say anything to Trevor who's wearing shorts. So.
Oh, but there's other guys wearing shorts. We're not just the only ones.
No, absolutely not. But I just wondered if they were gonna like ask the guys to cover, but there's lots of guys in shorts. Just I think as a guy, make sure your shoulders are also covered.
This place is so big. You were just saying you could be in here for hours. You read something like that?
Yeah, when I was doing my research, some people said they spent, I think I read somebody spent 9 hours in here. I think typically it's like 2 if you want to really see everything, but wow, it's great. You can literally walk around forever.
Yeah, and I mean, you just keep looking up. It's such a big place. The buildings are massive. They're way bigger when you're out on the road. It doesn't look like the buildings are going to be this big. but these are giant and everything is just colorful.
We have been to a few different temples around Asia before, in China and Vietnam. Can't remember if we've been to any in Thailand yet. Maybe not. This might be our first. Definitely the biggest temple we've ever been to. Most of them are kind of just one big room and then a few outer buildings. This, obviously, we just said it's huge in here. And I did pull up a few facts for you guys in advance. I'm gonna read them off my phone. Again, sometimes we have to say this in videos. People who are like, you need to do more research. We are not historians. We're not here to tell you the whole story of, you know, we're not a travel like channel on the travel channel. Like, this is our experience.
We don't
here.
make documentaries, and phones exist, and we use phones to find facts
so
because you can.
Exactly. So if anything's incorrect, you can blame Google, not me. Anyway, this place was actually believed to be founded in the 16th century and was later served as the royal temple of King Rama I. And among Thais, it's known as the nation's first public university, thanks to 1,360 marble inscriptions about medical, historical, and liberal sciences.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
We just came over to the main attraction here, which is the Reclining Buddha. It's actually 46 meters long. It doesn't feel that busy in this whole area until you actually get in here. This is apparently what everybody comes here for.
Yeah, look at this, you guys. I'm going to try to point up. This statue is absolutely enormous. I don't think I've seen a statue this big indoors.
Definitely not. Absolutely.
Yeah, look, if we go this way, you can see like the end of the statue. But one thing, we did have to take our shoes off.
Yeah, if you go into any of the
Inside the
shrines or temples
Yeah.
here, you have to take your shoes off. They use a little bag for it.
Yeah, it's cool to give you a bag, and I'm assuming when we get to the other side, we just drop the bag off, put our shoes back on. So right next to the temple is this market. Now, I forget the name. Do you remember the name?
I think it's Tian.
Tian. It might be Tian. But the thing is, I actually wonder if it's a morning market because it looks like they're kind of taking things down if you look over there. Or we're just in the wrong place.
Yeah, it could be either one. We could be in the wrong place, or it's also late afternoon, I think, so
Yeah.
maybe they're shutting down for the day.
Here's the thing though, it doesn't smell very good in here. I think we walked right into it and walked down the fish aisle. Well, we just walked right through that market, and yeah, I'm kind of a little bit lost. I look green because of this thing, but there's not much happening here. So my hunch is this is a morning market. Again, we don't know. It doesn't say online, so that's one of the tricky things. But either way, we're gonna just see what's around the corner up here.
We're clearly not the only ones. I feel like all the random people we walk into are all sort of like looking around like they're missing something as well.
Yeah, look, but anyway, we're coming upon this. All right, well, it turns out there's a river here.
But we knew there was a river here. We actually hadn't seen it yet. I can't believe. Like, this seems to be one of the big ways to get around. We're talking about public transport, and we never mentioned that you can actually get around by ferry. I'm not quite sure how it works because I haven't really looked it up, but I think there are a lot of ferries around here that can take you kind of around the city. So you can also rent a long-tail boat to take you around.
All right, it's hot, but we came over to get one of our favorite things, coconut ice cream. Let's be honest, this could be the real reason we came back to Thailand in general. Look at this. I forgot how beautiful this dish is. You have the coconut ice cream. By the way, he said it's homemade ice cream with no dairy. I know a lot of you guys will like that, but it's also in this coconut, and from what I remember, there's gonna be shavings in the bottom of this.
So if you can see in there, you've got the shaved coconut meat, coconut ice cream, and then peanuts on top. So they actually had mango sticky rice here as well, which is another of our absolute favorite things, but it's a really, really hot day. So the idea of one of our favorite treats, coconut ice cream, sounded really, really appealing.
How much did you miss that?
Amazing. This is literally one of the best things that ever existed. Yeah, I said that.
For us, Thailand has some of the absolute best desserts in the world, but
And
there,
food.
and food. But there is a big problem when it comes to desserts. We can never decide between this and mango sticky rice. We love mango sticky rice. If you guys don't know what that is, we did have it in, I believe, in one of our food videos. We'll make sure to link to it. But man, Thailand knows how to do food. The other thing Thailand knows how to do, well, Bangkok, Thailand, I should say, is rooftop bars. Take a look at the views here. We are 30 floors up and we have 360 views of this incredible city, and we got a craft beer. It's called Brewski. There's also some music on in the background. It's annoying music, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna keep talking over it so we don't get a copyright strike, but you guys, we miss this about Thailand. Great beer, but more specifically, incredible views.
Here at Brewski, they actually specialize in craft beer, which anybody that follows us knows we absolutely love. It is, however, really, really expensive in Bangkok and Thailand in general. Trevor got, I think, a full pint, and it's like basically the equivalent of 10 USD, which is a lot. That's really, really expensive. And if anybody tries to say like that's typical for Southeast Asia or you're in Southeast Asia, so it should cost that much. We were just in Vietnam and it was basically half the price. So not sure why it's quite so expensive. It might be that they don't actually brew their beer here and they have to ship it in from other countries. And if so, why? Why are you making?
And if not,
any
is
craft
there?
beer?
We should ask people.
Yeah,
is
does
there
anybody
Thai
know
craft
any
beer?
like local actually made craft beer that's made here in Bangkok? We'd love to know. But putting that aside, another reason that we've come here, come back to Bangkok, back to Thailand in general, is that we are scoping out places that we want to stay for a while. We kind of talked about that earlier, how we need to stay in a city for longer, but we're really here to scope it out. Hopefully find a few different more neighborhoods this time, because as we said, we didn't really get to explore last time. So this time we're gonna try to get to at least a couple more places. But if you guys have any suggestions for great neighborhoods here in Bangkok, please leave a comment below.
Yeah, like we're really thinking about like living here for a while.
Yeah, and we love like communities with great buildings, great internet. A place with a pool would be absolutely wonderful. But when there's a lot of stuff when you walk out your door, like craft beer bars, great restaurants, everything right outside your own door.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd live in this area.
I don't know, it's really expensive.
And by this area, I mean Sukhumvit. So this is the expensive area. I know there are other neighborhoods around. I think Ari or something like that might be one. So we definitely want a more chilled out neighborhood, but with access to areas like this and other amazing neighborhoods in Bangkok. We wanted to leave you guys with a shot at night here. Look how amazing it is when the lights are on in the city. Now, if you happen to be wondering like where this is, Brewski that is, it's in the Radisson Blue in Sukhumvit.
Yeah, the very, very top, the 30th floor, so it's such an amazing view. Obviously, there are loads and loads and loads of rooftop bars. We've had people recommend a whole bunch to us. We've been
so
to
many.
a few already. Pretty much every hotel has one.
Yeah, that's the thing about Bangkok. There is rooftop bars everywhere. If you guys have a favorite and you're watching and you've been here before, let the people in the comments below know, because this is probably not the best one. But man, we are happy to be back in Bangkok. We got more videos coming up here. We don't know how many, but more.
I guarantee you there will be some food coming up.
Probably.
You can't be here in Bangkok, in Thailand, and not be eating a whole bunch of different types of food, so expect that.
Exactly. Now, if you don't know who we are, it's Trevor and Anna, delightful travelers. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know what you guys think. Again, we're so happy to be back. An extra thank you to our Patreon members and our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to us, but this just feels good, huh? This feels good to be back.
Yeah, we love this city.
I
Can't
know.
wait to see more of it.
All right, so we're off to get food, but we'll see you very soon in the next video.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Bangkok, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.